In this IriusRisk training video, we will walk through the configuration of Azure DevOps as an issue tracker. This video will focus on the IriusRisk platform configuration, and the following will be assumed. 1, your organization has an Azure DevOps deployment, and that you have the appropriate access to configure the projects and generate a PAT or personal access token. You have the required access to configure an issue tracker within the IriusRisk platform. Also note that we will be utilizing the basic process, which is the default in our ADO organization. Before we dive into the configuration, I do want to highlight where an issue tracker can be configured within the IriusRisk platform. We can configure at the tenant or the platform level, which would apply to all projects and subcomponents. At the project level, at the component level, at the threat level, and finally, we can configure at the countermeasure level. So as you can see, we have flexibility on how and where issues are created, tracked, and worked within the IriusRisk solution. For this training, we will configure our integration at the platform level. First, we need to ensure that we have a token with the required access in ADO. Within ADO, let's navigate to the user settings and select Personal Access Token. Select New Token. Name the token. Assign it to the appropriate organization. Select an expiration date. And finally, we need to ensure that the token has read and write for work items. No other permissions are needed or required at this time. You'll want to copy this token. Notice the warning here. You will have only one chance to copy this token. Now let's navigate back to our IriusRisk platform. Let's go to the Control Center. Navigate down to Issue Trackers. Under General, ensure that the Azure DevOps or Team Foundation server is selected. Let's navigate down to Azure DevOps or Team Foundation server. Enter the account username that has access to the ADO and the required organization. Now, let's paste our token that we copied earlier. Go ahead and enter the ADO URL and the project name. For the default ADO configuration, I will change work item type to issue. The item type, open, closed, and rejected status can be customized, but it is outside the scope of this training. For this video, I will align with the ADO default states, which is the to do, doing, and done state. For rejected solutions, I like to set the tickets back to the to-do state. Once again, these can be customized per your requirements, but you will want to work with your ADO team. If you want to add tags, severity, or priorities, you may apply these settings here. For this demonstration, we're going to leave these blank. An example of priority or severity could be high, medium, and low, all separated by commas. And you click Save. And let's test the connection. As you notice, our issue tracker has successfully configured. Now let's go ahead and navigate to one of our projects. Let's go ahead and create an issue for a countermeasure. I'm going to select countermeasure, and let's click on Create New Issue. As you can see, we now have an issue ID that should link us directly to the ticket created within ADO. For demonstration purposes, we will go ahead and add a comment to the ticket and close this ticket as if we have implemented the required remediation. Now let's go back to our IriusRisk platform and sync with the issue tracker. Keep in mind that this by default would sync every 5 minutes. As you can see, our countermeasure has now been set to implemented. We have now successfully created an issue in ADO via the IriusRisk platform, worked and completed the activity within ADO, and updated the project accordingly. I hope this video has been helpful. And for more information or questions about the IriusRisk platform, please contact your customer success manager or go to support.iriusrisk.com. Thank you and have a good day.